Yeah, can you see it now? Please reply.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now look at this here. The cost of a notebook. So there are two things, right? One is a notebook and one is a pen. So the cost of a notebook is twice the cost of a pen. So we can assume the cost, like I have assumed it A and B. You can assume it X and Y or anything you want. So the question is saying the cost of a notebook is twice the cost of a pen. That means A is equal to twice of the cost of the pen, right? So wherever you have is in the question, you can put an equal to sign, right? I mean, sometimes students make mistake in this. They will write 2A is equal to B, or I mean, they get confused. So that's a hint. I mean, that's an, you can say wherever you see is. So I think that's the best way to put it. So the cost of a notebook is, that means A is equal to 2B, right? Write an equation in two variables to represent this statement. And if you want to bring this in general form, so you can do A minus of 2B, and then C is actually 0 here, so plus 0 and then equal to 0. Is this correct?
Yes.
Okay, let's see the next question then. Now express each of the following linear equation in the form ax plus by plus c, and indicate the values of a, b, and c in each case. So these type of questions, like we have done in the example also, let's do them again. First you can see is 2x plus 3y is equal to 9.35. So what is the meaning of this? Zeba, what is the meaning of this bar? Zainab.
It's the meaning that the 5 is
Sorry?
repeating. 5 is repeating.
Okay, I'm not able to hear properly, but anyway, this number is of what kind? It is recurring decimal, right?
Yes.
It will keep on occurring, like 5 will keep on occurring, so it's recurring decimal. Anyway, you have to represent it in this form: ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, right? So
Yes.
this number is not having any variable. It's your constant term. Bring it to the left hand side. So 2x plus 3y minus of 9.35 bar is equal to 0. So now it is in the form of ax plus by plus, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what is the value of a?
2.
2, b
3.
3, and c?
Minus 9. Minus 9.
Yes, c?
Minus 9.35.
No, it's minus 9.35 because the equation is plus c, right? So you have to write it like this. I mean, if you are not writing, so at least you should know. So it is actually like this, right? So the number is actually minus 9.35. Don't make this mistake. Understood? Okay. Next. Second part. X minus y by 5 minus 10 is equal to 0. See, this is again simple. You can see like 1 is being multiplied with x, right? It is 1 into x, correct? Minus,
Yes.
it is 1 by 5 into y basically, right? And then plus, okay, right, minus, and then 10 is equal to 0. Now this general form has all plus plus. So you can write it like 1x plus, then minus of 1.5 into y, correct? And then plus
Yes.
minus of 10 is equal to 0. So now you can see this is ax plus by plus c. So what is a now?
1.
Okay, and b
Minus 1
by
by
5
5.
and c
Minus 10.
minus.
minus
Very
10.
good. Now please do the third one, then I'll ask ABC. Or you try to complete like all the parts. Okay, I'm just sitting here and wherever you get stuck, then ask. And also match your answer with NCRT, right? At the back of NCRT.
चेन निकाल रही हूँ.
Finished, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. Who has finished? Danab or Zeba?
Ma'am, Jaslyn.
Jesslyn. Okay. So Jesslyn, this chapter is not coming in your exam, right?
Ma'am, it's coming.
It's coming. Yes, Danab, Zeba. Any problem?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Have you done the last part also?
Yes.
Okay. So what is the value of A here?
5.
5, no 5.
Sorry.
Okay, now see here. This is 5 is equal to 2x, correct? So when you don't have a variable, that means it's your C, it's your constant term, right? Right? It's your C actually. So you bring everything on the left hand side first of all. So it will be 5 minus of 2x is equal to 0, right? Okay. Now, what you can do is, the general form is ax plus by and plus c is equal to 0, right? So I'm just taking c, this, just shifting the place. So can I write it minus 2x and plus 5? Is there any problem?
No.
Yeah, so I'm just shifting it here. Now I don't have the second variable, right? So I can write it
0y.
0. So I can write it minus of 2x, right? Plus 0 into y and then plus 5 is equal to 0. So now can you see this is comparable to this one, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0?
Yes.
So what is the value of a now?
-2.
Minus 2, right? B is
0.
0 and c is?
5.
So please match your answer with the NCRT also at the back of NCRT. If it's wrong, then please tell me. Okay. So we are done with this exercise. Now the next topic is solution, right? Solution of a linear equation. Now, what do you mean by solution? Can anybody tell me?
Then the solution should be equal to the equation.
Sorry, say again.
It is where LHS is equal to RHS. So the solution is equal
Yes.
to the
Good, good.
okay.
So is my voice clear or is it breaking?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now, solution of a linear equation. Now, what is the meaning of solution? Let's try to understand. Let me take a very small, let me take even one variable, okay? So 2x and plus, let's say, mm, let's say this is a equation in one variable only, right? Okay, so what will be the value of x? So the value of x for which my left hand side will be same as the right hand side will be the solution of this equation, correct? So simply looking at this equation, can you see if I put x is equal to 3? So 2 into 3 is 6, right? And 6 plus 3 is 9. So left hand side is same as right hand side, right? If I take x is equal to 3, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So it will be like 2 into 3 and plus 3. So this is 6 plus 9, which is actually 9. So 9 is equal to 9. So that means this particular value is a solution of this equation. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And like this is like by inspection I have found, and algebraically how do we do it? So we do it this way, that we keep 2x here and we take this 9 minus 3, right? So 2x is equal to 6 and then x will be 6 divided by 2. So x will be 3. So this is the algebraic method of finding the value of x. This is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So this was one variable. Now if I have an equation in two variable, so let me take one example of let's say 2x plus 3y is equal to 12, right? Is one equation in two variable. Now what should be the values of x and y so that I get 12? So can you guess some values here? So 12 is 4 plus, no, I think 2 into 4 is 8, and then 8 plus 6 can give me 12, right? So if I take, let's say x is equal to 4, right? So it will be 2 into 4 plus, if I take y is equal to 2, so it will be 3 into 2. So what will I get? 8 plus 6, and that is equal to 12. No. Oh, sorry. The mistake I've done. Wait. I can take this. I can take x is equal to 3, right? So it will be 2 into 3, right? So it will be 6 and plus it will be 6. So that will give me 12. Is it right now? So that
Yes,
means
ma'am.
this combination that x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2 is one of the solution of this equation, right? Okay. Do you think there is any other value which can also satisfy this? Yes, there
Ma'am,
can.
can you put 0 for one of the...
Yeah, okay. If I take, let's say x is equal to 0, right? So I get 2 into 0, which will actually give me 0, right? So that means
Yes.
here I can put y is equal to 4, right? So 3
Yes.
into 4 is 12. So 0 plus 12 will actually give me 12. Is this understood by everyone? So that means if I
Yes,
take
ma'am.
x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 3, so again I'll get my left hand side is equal to 12. You can check this, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Zanab, is this right? Zeba, Zanab.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So that means this is also one of the solution of this equation. This combination, the values of x and y is another pair of solution. It's another like solution of this equation. So basically a linear equation can have infinite number of solutions. So please note this down. What will you note? A linear equation in two variables has infinite many solutions. So I'll show you how you get infinite many solutions, right? So let's understand this with the help of one example. So there's an equation here which is x plus 2y is equal to 6. Okay. So there's an equation, right? So what is the method of finding solution? So this we were doing by guessing only. So here we were simply guessing some values of x and y. But how can we do it algebraically? Like what is the algebraic way of doing it? So what you do here is you assume some values of one variable, right? So you can assume values for x or you can assume values for y, that's your choice. So let us assume some values for x. So we start taking one by one. So let's take x is equal to 0, right? And we put this value in the equation and get the value of y. How? So this will become 0 plus 2y is equal to 6, right? So that means simple 2y is equal to 6. And this will be y is equal to 6 divided by 2. And this gives you y is equal to 3. So that means x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 3 is one possible solution of this equation, right? So you can
Yes,
say
Yes,
ma'am.
sir.
0 and 3 is one solution. Okay. Now let's take some other value. You can take any, right? You can take x is equal to 3, let's say. I want x is equal to 3. So you have 3 plus 2 into y is equal to 6, right? So 2y will be 6 minus of 3. So 2y will be 3 and y will be 3 by 2. So x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 3 by 2 is another pair of solutions. right? Or any value you can take. Let's take x is equal to 1, right? So if you take 1, so put 1 in place of x plus 2y is equal to 6. So that means 2y is equal to 6 minus 1, right? So 2y is equal to 5. So y is 5 by 2. So that means x1 and y5 by 2 is another pair of solutions. So this way we can find infinite number of solutions for this linear equation in 2 variables. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we can take as many, you can take x is equal to 10,000. There's no issue. Let's take a big number. Let's see what do I get, right? So you can take, this is the equation, x plus 2y is equal to 6. So let me take x is equal to 36,000. There's no problem, right? So you take 36,000 and then plus 2y is equal to 6, right? So 2y will be, but in this case, you will get a negative y because it will be 6 minus 36,000, right? But because you're already familiar with integers, so there's no problem. So 2y is equal to, so this will be minus, how much it will be? So 10 minus 6 will give me actually 4. Then I have 9 here, then I have 9 here, and then 5 and 3, right? So y will be this minus 35994 and then divided by 2, right? So y will be, now you divide this by 2, so minus 2 into 1 is 2, then 15. So 2 into 7 is 14, and then 19. So 2 into 9 is 18, and then again 119. So 2 into 9 is 18, and then 4, so it's 14, 7. So y is equal to 7. So that means x 36,000 and then y minus of 17997 is another pair of this equation, solution of this equation, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So that way you can put it. Anyway, let's come to exercise now. Exercise 4.2. Which one of the following option is true and why? Okay, unique solution, only two solutions, and infinite many solutions. Okay. Unique means only one solution is possible. There's no other solution, so that we call unique solution. So this is the equation, y is equal to 3x plus 5. Okay. So we can check, right? We can, let us assume some values for y and then calculate x, or you can assume for x, let's take x is equal to 0. So let's start like this. So that means y is equal to 3 into 0 and plus 5, correct? So this is equal to 0 plus 5. So y is equal to 5. So I get one solution, which is 0 and 5, right? So can I get some other? Let me take x is equal to 1, right? So that gives me y is equal to 3 into 1 and plus 5. So y is equal to 3 plus 5. So y is equal to 8. So that means 1 and 8 is another solution. So I think I can find as many solutions as I wish, isn't it? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So that means the correct answer is infinite many solutions, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do question number 2. You can show like 2, 3 more if you wish. So yeah, because, okay, so I think more than 2 you have to show. Why? Because it is given that only 2 solutions. So 2 you are getting, right? So let's show one more at least. So let's take x is equal to 2. So y will become 3 into 2 and plus 5. So y will be like 6 plus 5. So y is equal to 11. So that means 2 and 11 is another solution. So you can write one line that this way we can we can get as many solutions as we wish. So the correct answer is infinite many solutions. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Next question. And also there's one thing, okay, I'll explain in the next question. Yeah, Zainab, are you here? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So write 4 solutions for each of the following equations. So first equation is this: 2x plus y is equal to 7, right? So you can take some values for x and obtain y. So let's take, no, not let. So you can say for x is equal to 0. So we can start like this. So we get 2 into 0 plus y is equal to 7, right? So 2 into 0 is 0 plus y is equal to 7. So that means y is equal to 7, right? So 0 and 7 is a solution. Okay. Next, you can take for x is equal to 1, right? So 2 into 1 and plus y is equal to 7. So 2 into 1 is 2 plus y is equal to 7. So y will be 7 minus of 2. So y will be 5. So you will write that 1 and 5 is a solution. Now, please understand one thing. It's not necessary that you always choose x, right? You can choose y also in the same question. So now this time I am taking for y is equal to 0. So I'm fixing my y and let me see what x do I get. Okay. So 2 into x and plus 0 is equal to 7, right? So that means 2x is equal to 7, right? So I get x is equal to 7 by 2. So that means 7 by 2 and 0 is a solution. Understood? Jesslyn, is this understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can choose any of the variable. It's not necessary that you always choose x. Now the fourth value, because you want 4 solutions, right? 4 solutions each. So let me choose y is equal to 1, no problem. For y is equal to 1, let's see. So keep small numbers. Don't take large, otherwise, the calculations become a bit lengthy. So small numbers, y is equal to 1. So that means 2x and plus 1 is equal to 7. So 2x is 7 minus 1, right? 2x is equal to 6. X is equal to 6 by 3. So x is equal to 2. So that means 2 and 1 is a solution. So write x first and y after. So these are the 4 possible solutions. You can get another set of solution also. There's no fixed answer for this question. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Let's take the second equation. So it is in terms of pi, as I can see, pi x plus y is equal to 9. So I hope everyone has written.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Pi x plus y is equal to 9. That's your second equation. Okay. So here also we will do the same things. Let's take x is equal to 0 and 1 and then take y is equal to 0 and 1, right? Keep it simple. So for x is equal to 0, let's see. When you take x is equal to 0, the pi is already gone, right? So pi into 0 and plus y is equal to 9. So that means 0 plus y is equal to 9 and that gives you y is equal to 9. So 0 and 9 is a solution. So this was x is equal to 0. Let's take x is equal to 1 now. for x is equal to 1. So what you get, so pi into 1, right, plus y is equal to 9. So that means pi plus y is equal to 9. So y is 9 minus pi, correct? So this 9 minus pi is like one number. Understood? Okay. So that means x1 and y 9 minus pi. Like you can keep it in bracket and then write it like this. So 1 9 minus pi is a solution. Understood? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mm, okay. So next, let's take y is equal to 0 this time, right? So I get pi into x and then plus 0 is equal to 9. So pi x is equal to 9. So your x is equal to 9 divided by pi. So that means 9 divided by pi because it is x, so you write it first. And then y0 is a solution. Sorry, 0 is a solution. Now we can take y is equal to 1. For y is equal to 1, let's see. Pi x and plus 1 is equal to 9, right? So pi x is 9 minus 1, that is 8. So x is equal to 8 divided by pi. So again, 8 divided by pi and y is 1 is a solution. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, have you written?
Yes, ma'am.
So I hope you have written it down. Let me take the third equation, that is x is equal to 4y. Yes, Jaslyn, written. Zeba,
Yes, ma'am.
who was there in the class? Zeba is not here. I think she's having some connectivity issue. Right. Now you don't have a constant in this equation, right? So it's x is equal to 4y. So again, let us start by keeping x is equal to 0. So for x is equal to 0. So what do you get? So you get 0 is equal to 4y, right? So 0 divided by 4 is equal to y, correct? So 0 is equal to y, or you can say y is equal to 0. So that means 0, 0 is a solution. Understood? That you can see, right? In this equation, both sides you put 0, so you get 0 is equal to 0. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next we can take x is equal to 1. So for x is equal to 1, let's see. So 1 is equal to 4y, right? And 1 divided by 4 is equal to y, or you can say y is equal to 1 by 4. It's the same thing actually, 1 by 4 is equal to y, or y is equal to 1 by 4. It's actually the same thing. So that means x1 and y 1 by 4 is the solution, correct? So now if I take y is equal to, let's not take 0 because ultimately you get 0, 0, right? If you take y0, again you get x0, so you will get the same solution, isn't it? So take some different value, not 0. You can take y is equal to 2, let's say, right? Okay. So x is equal to 4 into 2. So x is equal to 4 into 8. So that means 8 and 2 is the solution, correct? You can take y is equal to 3, no problem. So x is equal to 4 into 3. That means x is equal to 12. So 12 and 3 is another solution. So that way you can find as many as you wish. See, if you take y is equal to 0, so you get x is equal to 4 into 0, right? So x is again 0. So again, you get the same solution, not a different one. So it will be repetition. So that is why I'm not taking y is equal to 0, right? Okay, so second question also we have done. Third, okay, third is the reverse thing. Let's do the third question. So I hope everyone has written. Zainab.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, third question. So I'll take one or two parts, then other you can do. So this is nothing, just the reverse. Check whether check which of the following are solutions of the equation. So there's an equation x minus 2y is equal to 4. And some values are already given. So you just have to check whether they are solutions or not. So what is the meaning of solution? I told you the left hand side should match with the right hand side, right? So we will put the value of x and y and we will see whether the LHS is equal to RHS or not. Understood? Okay. The first part is this, 0 and 2. So putting in equation. So you get x is equal to 0. 0 and 2 means if you want to write that x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 2. So now you put this in your equation. So you get 0 minus 2 into 2 is equal to 4, correct? Am I right? So you get like 0 minus of 4 is equal to 4. Or you can solve simple LHS also if you wish, there's no problem. 0 minus 4 is actually minus 4 is equal to 4. So your LHS is not equal to RHS, you can write. Right? So that means, therefore, 0, 2 is not a solution. Understood? So I think second part, third part you can do. Let me do the fourth part for you, right? So the fourth part is this, where x is equal to under root 2 and y is equal to 4 under root 2. Clear? Okay, so let us solve the LHS. So LHS is this, sorry, it is x minus of 2y. So put this, so under root 2 minus 2 into this 4 under root 2, correct? So this is under root 2 minus 2 into 4 is 8 under root 2, right? Now because both are under root 2, so you can like subtract them or add them because they are similar terms, same unit. So like 1 under root 2 minus 8 under root 2. So you get minus of 7 under root 2, Jasmine. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, which is obviously not equal to your RHS. Okay. So again, this is not a solution. And the fifth also you can check. So I'm not doing it. Zainab, is this okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So there's one more question in the exercise. Let's do that also. Find the value. Okay. Let me copy the question. So other parts are your homework. You have to complete them. Jaslyn, which chapters are coming in the exam?
Number system, polynomials, coordinate geometry, and this chapter, linear equations into variables.
So I think we have done all of them, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now this question is important. I mean, it can come in the exam or questions like this can come. So find the value of k if x is equal to 2, y is equal to 1 is a solution. So this is the equation 2x plus 3y is equal to k, right? So they are saying that x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1 is the solution. That means if I put these values, my left hand side should be equal to right hand side. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you can you can say putting x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. So what do I get? So 2 into 2 plus 3 into 1 is equal to k. Now, because it is already a solution, so that means left-hand side is already equal to RHS, right? So we are not checking, like it is equal. So 2 into 2, 4, plus 3 is equal to k, and 7 is equal to k, or you can say k is equal to 7. So this way you can get the value of k. So they will change the equation somehow, but this is the method. I mean, you should know the concept. The concept of solution is that the x and y basically satisfy the equation. Satisfy means if you put the values of x and y, your LHS should be equal to the RHS. That is the meaning of solution. So if this thing is clear in your mind, you can do any question. So only the graph part is remaining. When is the exam? Okay, it's on Monday, right? So
Yes,
let
ma'am.
me take like 1 or 2 questions from that also. Zainab, okay, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just 1 minute. Right. So first of all, let us learn to plot a graph. So we will see how to plot graph of linear equation of two variables. Two variables. So first of all, let us plot the graph. See, so finding a solution of a linear equation, there can be two methods, okay? One is the algebraic method of finding, which we have already done, right? After solving x and y. So that was the algebraic way of finding the solution. The second way is to do it graphically. By looking at the graph, you can tell what is the solution of the linear equation. Understood? But for that, first of all, we will learn how to plot a graph and then we will go to solution part. So let me take one equation as an example. So x plus y is equal to 7. Very simple equation I'm taking. X plus y is equal to 7. It's an example of NCRT. Right. Now how to plot it? So, right, if you want to plot a line, right, how many minimum points you require? Like information about 2 points are enough, right? If I get 2 points, I can simply join them and get a line, correct? Is this understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So 2 values are enough to plot a line. So what we will do is I'll assume 2 values for x. Let's say for x is equal to, or in fact, we make a table like this. You make a table like this, like red x and y, right? Okay. Now you assume any two values for x. Let me take x is equal to 2, right? No problem. Any value you can take, or x is equal to, let's say, 5. These are the two values I'm taking. Okay. So let me find what is the corresponding value of y. So in this equation, you can do one thing like directly you can find y is equal to 7 minus x. You can write first of all like this so that you don't have to do it again and again. Now simply put x is equal to 2. So 7 minus 2 is 5. So I get y is equal to 5, right? And now put x is equal to 5. So 7 minus 5 is 2. Okay, now how to plot a graph? So you need a graph paper for this exercise. Okay, this will not be done without graph paper. Please remember. So coordinate geometry we have already done. This is my y-axis. And let's say that's my, sorry. See, my all values are positive. So that means on the left hand side, I don't require that much line, but your line has to extend in the positive direction of x. Understood? That way you can make your graph because there are no negative values. So this is your x and this is your negative x. This is your y and this is your negative y. Now you see when x is 2, so you can put it like this, like x 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Similarly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 if you want, right? Now let us plot the points. So when x is 2, y is 5. So use x is 2 and then move 5 here. So this is the point. Understood? And write the coordinates immediately. X is 2 and y is 5 for this point. Clear? Okay, next. X is 5, y is 2. So you move 5 distance on the x-axis here and then go 2 here. So this is the point, right? This x is 5 and y is 2. So I have got 2 points, right? So if I want to join this, 1 minute. So I need to actually extend my line a little bit, but it's okay. Like if you are not able to show it even, it's okay. Now you join these 2 points simply. Join them like this, right? With the help of scale. Now you can extend it with the help of scale, right? And just draw it like this so that it cuts the x-axis. Is this correct? And similarly on the other side also, you can extend it with the help of scale straight, and so it will look like this. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now this is the way to plot a graph. Zainab, is this clear? If you want to take any other value, let's do some observations now. So this much part is enough, like minimum of 2 points you require to plot the graph. So that we have done. Now, for example, I have another point. Let me take x is equal to, let's take 1, right? So what will I get? Y is 7 minus 1, that is 6, right? So let me just see where the point is falling, 1 and 6. So if x is 1 is this, right? And then you go 6 here. So that means this is the point. So this is 1 and 6, right? Let's take another point. Let me take x is equal to 3, right? So what do I get? 7 minus 3, that is 4. So when x is 3, y is 4. So where it is coming? It is coming here. So what can you observe here? Zainab, can you observe something here? Okay, now come back here. See, these are the values I have chosen. Zainab, are you there? Please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let us do it algebraically first of all, right? This is my equation. X plus y is equal to 7, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So let us check by putting these values that whether they are solution or not. So if I put x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 5. So what I'm getting is, I'm getting
7.
so 7 is equal to 7. That means this value is actually a solution of the equation, right? Similarly, you can check this. So you put this. So 1 plus 6 is equal to 7. So that means 7 is equal to 7. So this is basically a solution of the equation. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, Jocelyn? And if you see the points on the graph, where are they falling? They all are falling on the line, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, mean. What does it mean? That means every point which is falling on this line is a solution of this linear equation. Right?
Okay, ma'am.
Getting it? So every point. So these are only 4 points which you can see. There are infinite number of points on this line, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, see, this is like 3 and 4. Now between 3 and 4 also, you can take infinite numbers as you have seen in chapter number 1, right? We can expand it up to as many places of decimals as we wish, right? 3.11111 like that we can take 3 point, 7.345 and any number we can take. So there are infinite number of points which are falling between 3 and 4. So that means there can be infinite points on this line. Is this understood, Zana? So every point, right? I can take a point like here, I can take a point like here, you know, very close points I can take like this. So as many points as I wish I can take. All these points are going to be the solution of this linear equation. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, one value which I have not written here and I want to write, so I can directly look at the graph and write. For example, I can choose this point, right? Now you can see for this particular point, my x is how much? 6, right? And y is 1. So that means 6, 1 is another solution of this equation. So this way, by looking at the graph, I can find the solution, right? For example, only just line is given. There is nothing else is given. That's it. How will you find the solution? No problem. You choose a point here, right? And you see what is the corresponding value of x and what is the corresponding value of y. So that combination is the solution of this equation. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what you have concluded that all the solutions will fall on the line on the graph, right? Okay. Any point on the graph is a solution. I mean, just the reverse thing I'm saying, right? Now, if there is a point which is not falling on the graph, let's say I have a point here. So whether it is, tell me now, is it a solution or not solution? It will not be a solution because I'm saying that all the solutions will lie on the line only, right? So any point which is not a part of this line, which is not falling on this line, is not a solution of this linear equation. Understand, Zainab?
Yes, ma'am.
Zainab, is this understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So these are the three conclusions you can write. I think it's better you write them, otherwise you will forget, right? So write every solution and you plot this graph also in your copy, like roughly you can do this equation and everything which I have written so that it will help you to understand it later on. So have you drawn it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Zainab, have you drawn it?
Yes, ma'am.
So you write every solution of the linear equation will lie on the line, right? You can give it some name, you know, AB will lie on the line AB. So line always has a name, right? We cannot call it simply line. So let me take it A, correct? So that's my line AB. So every solution of the linear equation will lie on this line AB. Now please note, I mean, it's not necessary that point will lie here also. It can lie here also, right? For this, x will be negative and y will be positive, right? You can extend this line as you wish. So it can be a point here also. This is again one more solution, right? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
That means if I take this point, what will it be? The x coordinate is -2 as you can see, right? And the y coordinate is how much? This is 6, right? This is 7, this is 8, and this is 9. So -2 and 9 is another solution. Zainab, is this okay?
Yes, ma'am.
But anyway, I think they won't go up till there, but I'm just telling you. So every solution of the linear equation will lie on this line. And the reverse thing I can say that every point on the line AB is a solution of linear equation. So basically, this is the same thing I'm saying. So I hope you have understood this thing, right? And the third, you can note that any point which is not lying on AB, which does not lie on line AB, is not a solution. So I hope you have understood this thing. So if you can stay, I can take one question from the exercise as Jaslyn is also having exam. Is there any particular question, Jaslyn, where you are having doubt? So I can take that one quickly.
Ma'am, 1 second.
But I think I should start with the first one, right? It's better to go in sequence. And the rest of the questions, I